Welcome to our in-depth look at President Donald Trump's latest tariff blitz, shaking up global trade. From Mexico to Asia, his aggressive trade policies are making waves. Today we'll unpack the new 30% tariffs on Mexico and the EU, Asia's response, and what this means for the global economy. On July 12, 2025, President Trump announced a 30% tariff on all goods from Mexico and the European Union, effective August 1. Posted on Truth Social, these tariffs target two of America's largest trading partners, citing trade deficits and, for Mexico, the fentanyl crisis. Trump's tariffs on Mexico escalate existing 25% duties on non-OSMCA-compliant goods. He claims Mexico hasn't done enough to stop cartels fueling the fentanyl crisis, calling North America a narco-trafficking playground. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum expressed confidence in reaching better terms with the U.S. Her economy minister, Marcelo Ebrard, is leading negotiations in Washington to avoid a trade war that could devastate Mexico's export-driven economy. Mexico's automotive, agro-industrial, and manufacturing sectors face a severe blow if the 30% tariffs are enforced. These industries rely heavily on U.S. markets, and higher costs could ripple through supply chains. The EU faces 30% tariffs due to what Trump calls unsustainable trade deficits. He demands full market access for U.S. goods, threatening higher tariffs if the EU retaliates. EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen emphasized a negotiated solution. The EU delayed its planned retaliatory tariffs on $24.5 billion of U.S. exports, hoping to strike a deal by August 1. Asia's export-driven economies are reeling from Trump's tariff threats. Japan and South Korea face potential 25% tariffs, while Vietnam secured a 20% tariff deal but seeks lower rates. Japanese Prime Minister Ishiba Shigeru called the 25% tariffs deeply regrettable. Japan, facing an upper house election, is skeptical of Trump's shifting trade demands. Vietnam, a key U.S. trading partner, agreed to a 20% tariff but is pushing for a reduction. The deal gives U.S. companies duty-free access to Vietnam's market, hailed as one-sided by Trump's team. South Korea's trade talks were delayed by its recent election. The extra time until August 1 offers a chance to finalize a framework agreement to avoid steep tariffs. Other Asian nations like Malaysia, Laos, and Myanmar face tariffs ranging from 25% to 40%. These countries are scrambling to find new trade partners to sidestep U.S. levies. China's trade dynamics are shifting as Trump's tariffs push Chinese firms to set up factories in Southeast Asia to bypass U.S. duties. This could reshape regional supply chains. Trump's tariffs aim to revive U.S. manufacturing but risk higher consumer prices. Staples like vehicles, electronics, and agricultural products could see significant cost increases. Trump justifies Mexico's tariffs by pointing to the fentanyl crisis, claiming cartels are flooding the U.S. with drugs. Critics argue this oversimplifies a complex issue. These tariffs could spark a broader trade war, disrupting global supply chains. Mexico and the EU may retaliate, escalating tensions and impacting U.S. exporters. U.S. consumers may face higher prices for imported goods like cars, electronics, and food. Economists warn that inflation could rise, straining household budgets. Global markets have remained cautious but stable. Asian stocks showed resilience, supported by strong Singapore GDP data, despite tariff jitters. Trump extended the tariff negotiation deadline to August 1, giving countries a final chance to strike deals. Some nations doubt he'll stick to this timeline. Trump's tariff strategy reflects decades of frustration with trade imbalances. He sees tariffs as a tool to force concessions, but critics call his approach erratic. As August 1 looms, nations are racing to negotiate. Will Trump's tariffs reshape global trade, or will deals avert a crisis? The world is watching. That's our deep dive into Trump's tariff blitz. Stay tuned for updates on this evolving story, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching.